I want to introduce this new segment.
Go ahead.
It's called "Here's Your Flowers," and it's based on basically giving people who are doing great things or are doing on any space, whether it be business, you know,
Sports,
sports,
entrepreneur,
entrepreneurs,
yeah,
anything.
anything.
The person we're picking this week is Elon Musk, and I think for somebody he's so polarizing and somebody whose words get twisted and made controversial. I just want to say, Elon Musk, I appreciate everything that you're doing for the human race, not just for in the United States, just for the human race in general. Who you're inspiring, who's gonna come up from seeing what you're doing and be like, you know what, Elon did it. If Elon could do it, I could probably do it. And I just wanted to congratulate you on starting to go your companies and pushing the needle forward. And I hope people could just learn from this and just appreciate the guy that why he's here. What makes me sad is when you see him with Michael Jackson, you see him with DMX, you see him with Prince, you see him with Kobe Bryant. There were a lot of people give their everybody loves them when they're not here anymore. I remember when Kobe Bryant won the Oscar, and the first thing that people said was, somebody wrote on Twitter, it was like, "Oh, but he's still a rapist." What does that have to do with anything? You had Michael Jackson's making more money dead than when he was alive. So I want to appreciate the people who we have here, and Elon Musk is one of those guys that this week that I hope one day we could interview him and chop it up with him for 10, 15, 20 minutes an hour, and take it away. What about you?
For sure, I'll stay on that train. Whether it's energy efficient vehicles, running homes off the grid with the batteries that he's got for either the vehicle or for the home, solar panels, which was unbelievable, Neuralink to try to help quadriplegics and some of the other stuff. I mean, obviously, we're just going to be talking about the good stuff and not the bad stuff. SpaceX. This guy overall is just such a G. His story, when you're talking about someone who was eating shit, I mean, a lot of people try to make, throw shade and make fun of, but this guy was one of the originally founders of PayPal, takes all his money and puts it into 3 different concepts: Solar City, SpaceX, and Tesla, and obviously grew it into something that we wouldn't even imagine what was happening when he was doing that. He couldn't pay his rent. He had to borrow some money to keep it going. He was there in the grind. He had 8 failed exploding rockets when he was trying to grind it out on SpaceX. The 9th hit. So just because you do something a couple times and don't hit it doesn't mean you should quit. That just means you should lean into it further. And for me, he's just an all-time hero because he definitely just pushing the needle on some of the stuff that he does. And one of the biggest things that I take away from him is when someone tells you no, doesn't mean it's no. It's just they don't have the lens for it. They can't see it. You know what I mean? And it sucks because we're always trying to seek validation from people when you have a new idea or you have something cool and you want somebody to co-sign it, right? But I'll throw you this. The woman who invented Spanx didn't tell people her idea for 3 years. She's a billionaire.
Yep.
A billionaire. And I'm sure if she would have told somebody that she was going to cut holes in nylons, they would have said no. That's not possible. That's a huge reason why I'm out here in California, because there really isn't no. Your boy just made his first beer. I'm going to start flossing it in the background. I didn't even think about that right now, but since I've been out here, I've been podcasting, I've been interning. Now I made beer. I've thought about different ways of entrepreneurship, and it's a lot to do with not only the overall culture of California. It's because of guys like Musk leading the way and not taking no and pushing the limits and the boundaries. And of course, you got to surround yourself with people, but just because they say no originally doesn't mean you can't, keep on hitting it. And what Musk is doing, I mean, we're headed to Mars apparently in 2030. So it's gonna be insane what the world is coming into. And again, I wanted to bring it to our early shit, be an early adopter, because I fucked up so many times. I lost out on fucking Netflix stocks. I've lost out on fucking Redbox opportunities. Yo, if someone says something, just fuck with it a little bit. You don't gotta go all the way in, but put some money down. I mean, I think I've said enough. So
Elon, from me and Dustin, here's your flowers. We appreciate you. We love you, even though we don't know you from a distance. And I just hope you keep pushing forward.